Guys, and welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. All right, so in the history of Big Brother reunion, I never see episode where they do me somehow for body. I'm like, Ilebaye, talk well. I don't know if it's the way she was speaking or how petty she was being or how childish she was being that was making the whole view act me. Like, I'm like, this girl. It wasn't funny. Even everybody's look was like, what is she saying? Okay, this is Bryann and Ilebaye's episode. Nothing much. She's just trying to establish that Bryann liked her. She felt Bryann liked her. They talked about their fight. She wanted to hear what Bryann wanted to tell her before she got evicted. Bryann talk wetin he wan talk. Say he wanted to tell her she didn't handle the fight they had maturely. Ebuka asked her, do you agree? Ilebaye said no. She said no. That's not what she thinks. Maybe he wants to talk about the attitude and that she's maybe or he wants to tell her he likes her. Because Modella was in the picture, that she was ignoring him. She was even thinking that they cuddle at night, and she was thinking maybe something more than cuddle would happen, but not really pursuing friendship. Because said, did you do more than cuddling? He was there asking Bryann, did we? Well, the part where he said that Bryann told her he wanted to kiss her, and he said Bryann to say it, and Bryann couldn't, and she was like, Bryann should spell it. You get? Because said so now they spell things for the house. So aside that, then Bryann made his own case, said everything, emotions and cruise. He think he was just catching cruise, and that was it for him. And whatever he wanted to tell her, the show has ended. Then no need. Ebuka said the show has ended. That's the more reason why you should just say it. And the guy said it was just about the way they handled the thing. That he was always on everybody's bed, Daniela's bed, Ilebaye's bed. And then again, they talked about Modella's fight. Why give Modella her edge control, Ilebaye's edge control, without telling Ilebaye? And they're saying it, and you're acting scared. You are telling Ilebaye what she did was wrong. You can't tell Modella that okay, she was also wrong. So, I told you this episode they do me something for body. And the funny thing is that people that left important things they will air. Now this thing they air for almost 1 hour. The only thing wey make sense na just Beauty and Bella's part, and probably what they achieved with the reunion, their farewell kind of speech. Everything in between, they left gist, like there were a lot of gist we didn't even see, or they didn't revisit, or they didn't touch. So people are judging this reunion to be poorly handled. That's what some people think. It ended and people didn't believe it ended. Like, there's so many things people were looking forward to, and it didn't even happen. Or talk about the episode where you heard where Fina was telling Chichi, no be me go raise your dead career. Chichi was saying my friend go and die. So come shows those ones wey go make sense. Now this thing Ilebaye wey just they talk something like me, I'm like just behaving like a baby. Gen Z, please. I'm sorry guys, but it wasn't just funny. Honestly, practically that was what you're seeing Ilebaye and Bryann talk about. And Bryann mentioning her dad, she was pissed. Bryann saying they are cool outside the house. If there was anything they needed to fix, they would have fixed it. That there is nothing, because on his birthday, he invited Ilebaye to the birthday, the boat cruise and the club, and he was there in both of, and she was there in both of them. So he feels they are fine. But the baby girl is trying to make out something that there is not something. Maybe force Bryann to accept on the show. You liked me or something. It didn't just gel. If it's Bryann, in Bryan's words, Bryann had a good laugh. Sometimes he formed amnesia. He said, I beg, what is that thing we say? I can't recall. That he can't recall most of the things the girl was saying. Well, by the way, that was it for their episode. It wasn't interesting to me, but you have it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.